We're hearing from top regulators here in the United States about what their plans are to reshape the crypto markets here in the United States. And there's some extremely bullish things being said right now that we're going to go over. This could power XRP and the rest of the crypto assets that you own to make sure that the prices go up instead of down. Without these regulators putting these rules into play, institutions won't know what they can or can't do in the industry. This is really going to clear a lot of things up. Let's go through the content. We also have an update on the Clarity Act. We'll get into everything. Let's start here.
Chairman Atkins brings up a great point. There's only so much you can do without legal certainty from Congress on what to do. But there are things you can do and you have been doing. So tell us about some of those initiatives and what can we expect on the CFTC side in the coming weeks and months.
Absolutely. And I view Project Crypto really as a historic initiative between the agencies to upgrade and modernize our rules and regulations and future-proof them for technologies like crypto, like blockchain, but also for other technologies. We need to make sure that as regulators, we're not being prescriptive and forcing firms and intermediaries to rely on old technologies and be stuck in the past. So what we've done at the Commission thus far in partnering with the SEC on this initiative is working towards a taxonomy that's clear and defines, as Chairman Atkins says, what's a security and what's not. And for the majority of digital assets trading today that are digital commodities or another type of asset that is not within the SEC's remit, we've got to have clear rules of the road at the CFTC. Part of that starts with our existing derivatives markets. Many of the firms want to move on chain. The prior administration drove a lot of these firms and the liquidity offshore. So the perpetuals markets are a great example of this. We've had perpetual futures contracts in crypto assets for a very long time, really since the early days of the markets, but they've developed offshore. They've been on exchanges in Asia and Europe and the Bahamas and elsewhere, and we've got to bring that back to the United States. We need to have that liquidity here in the U.S., and we need the right investor protections to ensure that these firms don't blow up and affect our shores. So we're working towards getting perpetual futures, true perpetual futures, not long-dated contracts, here in the U.S. within the next month or so. So we do expect to announce that very soon. We're also working towards on-chain markets. So we're looking to have clear guidance as to what sort of digital wallets would implicate our regulations. The prior administration really went after firms that were just offering software products that allow users to hold digital assets, to transact on digital networks, and to access front ends and participate in the blockchain networks. So we need to be clear as to what's involving our regulatory regime and what's not. We intend to do that very soon. We're also working towards